Good morning. Good morning, Smart Life Club. This is Vicki Hellman. This is the Coffee Break Show, and it is the day before Thanksgiving, and all our coffee outlaws are hanging out today. I know in some places people are traveling. I know in some places there was a boatload of snow. There was a major snowstorm in Boulder, Colorado, with a couple of feet of snow up there. And I know that there are probably some people for the holiday who are kind of packed down right now and saying, well, we're not moving anywhere today. And it is the last show before next Monday. We're taking the weekend holiday off. I see you all coming on. Hello. Do me a favor, put your name down here. Put your name down here. If this is the first time with the Smart Life Club and this is the first time on the Coffee Break Show, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. We share insights. We talk with each other. We have a coffee break. Then we go on with our day. We have a lot of fun. And then we, just hang out together. And if you're watching the replay, do me a favor, just like always, put hashtag replay. If you're new on YouTube, thank you for being here. Do me a favor and hit the subscribe button and hit the like button and hit the notification bell. We are the Smart Life Club. We go live every single day, Monday through Friday. And we're just here to have a bit of fun. It's the day before Thanksgiving. And I know there's a boatload of people traveling. And I know that traveling right now is a bit slow because of the airports and everything else. But we are here and I have my fireplace going. And I want to tell you, Thanksgiving used to be this arduous day where I would work because, the kids were young and everything else. But I have learned that there is a break in the in the holiday itself, where I don't know exactly when it happens, but suddenly the children are creating Thanksgiving dinner, and you're going over to their house and having Thanksgiving dinner with them. So instead of preparing the whole meal, you're just preparing a section of the meal. You're just like, I'll bring this over. And suddenly I am, without having to work constantly and without having to do everything all at once. And what's fun about that for me is that I get to do all the joyful stuff. So tomorrow I have my day planned. I am going to be out mountain biking. I've got a book that I started reading right now. So I have my weekend book. And I have the book I'm working on, the book I'm outlining for my next book, and the book I'm reading. So you can tell I'm all about relaxing with the book, mountain biking. I'm going to be with my friends and family and say hello to everybody and have fun on the Thanksgiving. Thank you. I see you guys popping on here. Hey, it's Karen from Florida. How are you? I just want to say happy Thanksgiving. Let me tell you something, Karen. On the top of the things to be grateful for, you are certainly one of them. I love working with you. I love being in business with you. And we're going to have a great year. I'm not sure how many years I've been doing this Coffee Break Show. I was trying to figure out last year, did we do Coffee Break Show when last Thanksgiving? Was there Christmas, or are we on year number 2? I'm not even actually sure how long we've been doing the show. We've just kind of been doing the show for however long it takes. But I do know this. I do know that most people are going to be out shopping on Friday because it's Black Friday. And there's a bunch of people going out there. So what's going to happen from now is that we are going to have Thursday and Friday without the Coffee Break Show. It's year number 2. I can't even believe that. I mean, I'm just like, really, it's gone by just like this. It's gone by so fast. And so what I want to be able to do is say that I see everybody coming on. Thank you. Will you do me a favor and put your name down below or on the side there so I can see who's here and say hello and wish you all a happy Thanksgiving. Thank you. I'm thankful for my muse. Thank you. And so I want to let you know, when you're getting towards a holiday and hanging out with your friends, take your technology and shut it off. Just put it somewhere where it isn't. So unless you're checking in with them, like, where are you? Are you on your way? When are you going to get here? All of those things. Those are the kind of things. And Barb, if Barb is on, Barb, I just want to say good morning. I wore this short for you. I got up and I specifically put it on. It says, Dog Mom Life is rough. That's right. And I wore that special for you today because I saw your pictures of the babies and their first snowstorm, and they look so tuckered out by the time it was done. And I know that you're up all night with them and puppy stage. Thank God the puppy stage is only for a few weeks, huh? Because it's so busy. Good morning. Wishing everyone a happy Thanksgiving. Nice to see you. So King and Guinevere are just hanging out and plopping over, and the babies are just, gorgeous. And when I got up this morning, I saw a couple of other pictures up there, and I hope you get some rest this weekend. I hope you have some help and get a good nap. Hey, Kelly, thankful for you. Thank you. Nice to see you guys. So for the holidays this year, instead of working my full butt off, I don't have to work as much. So I filled it with relaxation. Last night, I watched a movie on Netflix, and it's one I really like, and I've seen it before. I don't know if you guys have seen it, but what I really like about it is it's a Kurt Russell movie. It's called Miracle. And he stars in it as the coach of the 1980 Olympic hockey team. And I think I was 19 then, about 19 years old when that happened. And I'm so thankful for that movie because it brought back such a good memory, because I remember the excitement when they won at Lake Placid. But the movie is so good, and the intensity of Kurt Russell through the whole thing it's so fantastic. And it's such a feel-good movie at the end of it when they win the Olympics again. And so I watched that last night and just hung out. And I was like, wow, this is what it feels like to relax. So today, I am going to work a little bit on the books, and then I'm going to relax. And I want to invite you guys to just hang out and relax. Put the cell phones down, be with your family, have a really great time, and just spend some time connecting with people. First snowstorm underway, expecting 6 to 10 inches. Wow, that is a lot. Kelly said it was a great movie. Yes, it is a great movie. I really like it. One of the Thanksgiving Day traditions is going to or watching movies. Yes, I don't usually watch TV. I don't usually watch a movie. I at the end of the night, I may watch an episode of something, but before the episode is done, I fall asleep. And so a lot of the times I read, and I did read. I read a lot yesterday. I'm reading this really good book. I'm writing 2 good books, and I'm reading 1 good book. I'll be writing and outlining today. We just put out a book yesterday as well. And yes, coming soon after the holidays, because I don't, when you talk about building a new business and it's during the holiday season, it just doesn't make any sense. But between now and New Year's, I will do the big reveal as to how I build my, businesses and what I do and etc. Because I have several of them, and I will go over those at a later date. But right now, I've got a bit of work, and I have, a 4-day weekend where I'm going to just take advantage of relaxing with my work and not, that heavy deadline. Good morning, Marie Jo. Nice to see you. Happy Thanksgiving to you. I'm so glad that you popped on and joined us for today. It's a small group of people. Well, actually, I shouldn't say that. I don't know who's on YouTube. I don't know. I only know who's in the group, and the group is small today. And I know everybody is traveling to go see their family or waiting for their family to get here and shoring up the last minute stuff that they got to do for Thanksgiving. And I I actually don't have to labor this year. And I mean labor because, if you've ever cooked a Thanksgiving meal, you know what a lot of work it is. And, there's always the pie and everything else. Thanks, and to you as well. Thank you. And so we're talking about the movie Miracle because we're talking last night. I actually watched a movie. I was awake for the whole movie. Usually the movie gets on and I sit down and my body's like, you know what? We sat down. I think it's time to go to sleep. And bam, I'm out. But last night I watched Miracle with Kurt Russell. And Kurt Russell is such a great actor. He's so fun to watch in whatever role he's doing. And that role was a really great role. And I thought it was a hard role to do because there's this, in the movie, he has this intensity on his face all the time. He has to keep this level of intensity while he's trying to break the egos of these young athletes so he can make them a team and make them better. And it's so great to watch what he did in order to help them achieve becoming a team, because when they walk into the first part of the movies, these athletes are college rivals, and they're so rivals, they can't see themselves as one team yet. And so at the end of it, obviously everyone knows what happened. They won the Olympics, and it's such a great movie at the end. And I don't know what movie I'm going to watch tonight, but I know that sometime tonight I am going to watch another movie. I want to also go see the Mr. Rogers movie because everybody is telling everybody they need to go watch that movie. But I also want to see Harriet. Harriet Tubman has been my idol since I did my first book report at like 10 years old on her in school. And the reason I want to see Harriet is because it's a phenomenal movie. And just the era, the 1860 to 1865, that Civil War era, that's a lot of costumes and makeup and everything else to see it. And the principle of the movie is great. But one of the other things that I like about it, if you really think about it, the reason I like Harriet Tubman and the reason she is and will always be my hero is because the way to freedom is never what you know. The way to freedom is always listening inside and following this and here, even when the odds are against you. And Harriet Tubman couldn't read or write. She could see the wanted dead or alive poster, but she couldn't read it. She could see the runaway slave posters, but she didn't know what was on it. It was just her picture. And what she did to find her way all the way across there had a lot to do with her listening inward. And I think that we spend so much time listening to our mind that we forget to listen inward. And this is the way, to me, to the maximum amount of freedom. When you can put out all the other noise and only listen to the instructions of the divine, then you have it. Sean Wilkinson, cheers, my buddy. I'm so glad to see you. Happy coffee day to you. Brandon, nice to see you on, buddy. Harriet does look like an amazing movie. Yes, I can't wait to see it. Barb says, that's the one I want to see. Tom Hanks is one of my favorite actors. Yes, me too. I love Tom Hanks, and he picks fabulous stories, just fabulous stories to build movies around. I am confident he does a character justice. I know, I expect for him to get an Oscar nom as well, because that movie about Mr. Rogers, Tom Hanks, his characters are so vast. I mean, if you take a look at Mr. Rogers and Forrest Gump, even just the vast different characters, and it is so amazing. Barb says Harriet sounds good too. We'll have to check that one out. Yes, I really want to see it. I'm hoping there's no gory stuff in it, but I know that, in that era, it was not pretty. But the thing is, there's also a couple of other things that I want to see what they do in the movie. And the actual truth is on the trail, the Freedom Trail, and not the one in Boston, but Harriet Tubman's trail to freedom, how she got people through without ever harming, had a lot to do with the women who worked with her. And actually, the way that Harriet knew what house to go to and where to go to, the quilters, the quilting community got together and they made certain quilts, and the certain quilts that they made had messages for Harriet on them based on how the quilt was made. And the women would just lay out the quilts like they were washing them to dry. And that way she knew what house to go to and where and who was where and whatever. All the messages were quoted on quilters. And so the quilting community, and I'm not a quilter at all, but I just think it's so interesting that these women got together and they made these quilts that would go ahead and they could lay out, and it instructed them. And I want to see if that part's in the movie as well. Brandon says, I just went and saw Playing with Fire. It was an adorable movie. I will have to go see that. That's great. Anyway, it's like, the weekend of what kind of movie is out. And I never go to movies. I think literally, I think the last movie I saw was 2 years ago. I never go to the theater. I don't watch them. I rent them every blue moon, maybe twice a year. I work a lot. I read a lot. And then when I have some time, I go see friends or I go for a bike ride. But I'm enjoying some of the movies I want to see right now. And I really like them. I saw the trailer, and from that, I love how she went back to her family. Yes. I'm going to go see Harriet. I'm going to go see the Tom Hanks movie. I just absolutely love everything he's ever been in. He's worth seeing 100% of the time. And the stories, he picks stories about courageous people doing courageous things. I mean, I don't know. Anyway, whatever you're doing for your holiday, just remember to turn off your devices and be here now. Unless you're reading a book. If your book is on the device, then, that's okay. But, I'll check in and say hello on Thanksgiving. But then I want the moment to be with my family. I want it to be like something that is where you can, relax and have fun and listen to somebody laugh when they have a good belly laugh or they feel happy and they smile. I mean, those are the memory pieces. I mean, you can put 1,000 pictures up on Facebook about it, but the true memory of what you happened was when you were in the moment with them. So be in the moment with them. Be there with them when you're having dinner or you're just watching a movie together. That movie where you have a nice screen TV and you're all kind of cozy and it's quiet and everybody's chilling and they're just having a good time together watching a movie? That's a precious moment in time. That's the thing you remember on your deathbed. You don't remember all the Facebook posts you put. So I'm making a commitment to me to be present and have fun, read a few books, write a little bit, go see a couple of movies, eat some really great food. And I will be back on Monday with you. It'll be 9 a.m. on the West Coast. It'll be 10 o'clock in the Mountain. And it'll be noon o'clock on the East Coast. Happy Thanksgiving to everyone here. Happy Thanksgiving. Mwah! Peace out. I'll see you guys later. Bye.